Oh man, when she said that, that shit killed me.
Hmm.
I'm just clicking buttons.
Confidently took my first pick because I would have definitely took. I would have definitely took
Oh
Kelsey overall,
man,
first overall.
Well, I appreciate it. Um,
a bullshit.
no, I don't know. It. I know some people. Okay, I watch football occasionally. If it's on, I mean, I'll tune in for a hot second. Then I'll pick
Mm.
something a little more interesting. Um, yeah, I don't know.
Let's look
Well,
at Rose's team. Let's see who you got.
That's
All
a
right, so
deep.
you got a lot of the people that I wanted to pick, so that's a good sign right off the bat.
period.
I think you want to hear something crazy.
Enlighten me, please.
I think that you actually have the top three teams on the rosters right now.
And Nimi being number one, but show go on.
This dude. Hi, can I mute him?
Yes, you can actually. You can.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Host.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me process this. You said I have the top team.
One of the
Top
you have,
three.
out of the top three teams I've looked at, I think that you actually have one of the top three teams. So
Oh,
you're a
period.
quarterback. You have two positions on here where two of your people have the ability to win you a game by themselves.
Yes, very much so.
Jalen Hurts and Travis Kelce, right?
Yo, bro.
Travis Kelce is light years ahead of any other tight end in the league right now. He is one of the top scorers in the league, from receptions to touchdowns. He's at a team that now, for the second year, does not have Hill, their second threat option, where literally that's who Mahomes is throwing to. So every time you see basically Aaron being really happy because Mahomes going off, it's probably going to be you're having a good game also because he's going to be throwing to Travis Kelce. Okay, Jalen Hurts, I think, will have the best season out of any quarterback as far as fantasy point wise. Dual threat, he's on a solid team. He can run the ball really good. He can pass it. He's going to score a lot of touchdowns this season.
I almost forgot about Lamar.
Yeah. And then here's the part that makes your team. So you have two people that are breakout players, where usually most people just have one. Stevenson is a great running back. ETN is a really good running back. Both of your running backs have the potential to give you double-digit points consistently. And with New England down there, your quarterback, your running back Stevenson, they love to run the ball. Now, here's what puts you in the top three outside of that. You have players, Watson and Olave, your receivers.
Those are good receivers.
Those are sneaky, solid people. Both of them have the potential, especially Chris. I don't know how the quarterback situation is going to work down in New Orleans, but Chris Olave is a very explosive receiver who can legitimately be a top 10 receiver given the week. He's not going to be a consistent top receiver, but he's going to have some games to give you some huge points. So,
and Buddy, I would say Buddy is pretty durable. Have y'all seen the amount of hits he has taken last season?
The hits, they use him in different positions. He's played some slot and some outside, meaning that he plays different lineups on the line. And even if you're going to your bench, I'm a fan of the Gallup pickup. I'm a fan of the Geno Smith pickup. You have a solid backup quarterback, and you have some depth along your line. So I think that you're going to be one of the most consistent teams, bearing injury. Your lineup is actually one I would give it a A rank lineup.
Nah, A is crazy.
No,
Somebody let me know. Because I want y'all's because what do you guys think? Y'all think I'm lying about what I said about her team?
No, her
Not
team's
at
great.
all.
Nah, you're
Not at all.
not, bro. It's just I'm not trying to hear it. I'm gonna just be honest, bro.
She doesn't have any holes in her team.
She really does.
Even Montgomery is that Montgomery that used to be with Chicago? Or is
Yeah.
that, yeah, even Montgomery, her flex is sneaky.
Yeah.
You know, across your board, you have there's
Gallup.
no position I look at your squad and be like, that's gonna hurt you. Like it's solid. Speaking of, let's look at Kimmy's. Where you at, Kimmy? What's your team name? Team F 'em up.
Yep.
Did you bleep?
Yep.
Did you bleep yourself? Where are you at?
Mm,
Oh, there you go. Damn, they rose apart too, baby.
yeah.
All right.
I
So
like
let's see.
sucks. Hey, I get McCaffrey, please.
I was like, no, you don't have a solid team. What's funny is that this is a solid team. I would give it a B. The Deshaun Watson. So the thing that's going to be the decider in your league is one injuries. You have a few injury-prone people here, and there's some key people. Cooper Kupp obviously is coming off of a really bad injury, but if he plays anywhere near how good he's been, he will easily be top 4 receiver in the league. A lot of points going there. Christian McCaffrey will probably be in the top 3 this year. I would love to hear y'all's opinion on McCaffrey. I think he'll be in the top 3 at every position.
Where's he at now? San Francisco?
He's San Francisco. And
Who's-
he's such a
Yeah,
good
we're
point.
coming back from that injury too.
Who's the quarterback over there?
I think isn't it Lance? Oh no, I'm tripping. Not Lance.
Purdy.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Brock Purdy.
Okay.
So they have him and Debo on offense. And what's the other guy's name? Ayuk? Am I saying his
Yeah,
name?
it's pretty good too.
Yeah, they have a solid offense. The thing about Christian McCaffrey, he's going to get points regardless. If he can catch the ball and he's a great runner, he's going to get the touches. He's going to get the volume, right? And then they have a solid enough defense to keep them into games where they're not going to get through out of games where y'all are losing by so much that they're not going to run the ball. But even if they did, Chris McCaffrey is still the guy that you're going to be going through because he's such a receiver threat. You have some mediocre receivers that have had really great seasons. Mike Williams and Amari Cooper have the potential to be top receivers, but they've been having some shaky years. Amari Cooper is now in the team he struggled with last year, but that was because Deshaun Watson. That's actually he got a quarterback too.
Yep,
Interesting.
she did get Deshaun.
So Deshaun Watson is one of the best quarterbacks athletic-wise in the league. He's coming off that year. He missed half the year last year because he was getting happy endings on the massage tape. So
Allegations. Allegedly.
allegedly,
Hey, what's wrong with it, bro? Let my man live, man.
no, he was living. But Deshaun Watson, I think this is gonna be his year that he's outside of the courtroom. He's on a new team that he's now got some off season with. He's gonna be familiar with the playbook. He's gonna be more familiar with the players. I think him and Amari Cooper have a decent year. I would give yours maybe a B- on your setup. You have some potentials in the bench, but I mean you have
Shut up,
Everybody got in that
Simmons.
beat with Bob.
You said
Shut
what?
up. I said shut up, Simmons. Ooh, she called you Simmons, bro. You gonna take that? She said Simmons.
Her last
All
name
right,
is
and I
Saba.
forgot to ask you, Miss Rose.
Yes.
Who you got beef with in the league? Who are you looking forward to playing the most?
Let me go ahead and turn
Okay.
my camera
Well,
on.
She said it so casually too. Oh, well,
I don't have beef with anyone in the league. I feel like beef stems
A
from
bullshit.
Oh my god, bro. Here
A
we go again.
bullshit.
y'all ain't gonna let my girl answer, bro.
Yeah,
It's taking too long.
easy.
Let me shut up, bro.
Why you interrupt?
Damn.
Wait, who said that?
All
Who
type
said
of
that?
enemies.
With your church profile pic, nigga. Get your ass on, nigga.
Damn, bro. You about to catch me
Damn.
outside, bro. Keep talking.
That boy
Anyway.
can praise the Lord, y'all.
Not
slow
here,
down,
bro.
bruh.
Not here, bro.
Rose,
Yes.
say what you were saying.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anyway,
Oh, God.
I do not have beef with anybody in this league. I feel like beef stems from a place of fear, and I do not have
Oh
that.
my god, bro.
You know, you gave me an A+ rating. I think it had an A in there.
It was just an egg.
I'm sorry, I can't.
You're hating.
I don't hear that. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay.
Jesus.
We're gonna keep going. Anyway, yeah. And who am I most excited to play with? I don't know. Play against.
Big pause. Goodness gracious. God damn.
Oh,
You just happy when you this time, man.
Oh,
Shut up.
y'all need to pause and just let me finish my sentence, okay? Just let me
Okay, maybe Nimi's right. It's taking you a while to get this shit out.
I'm saying, bro.
finish. I was not prepared for this question. I
Okay,
was not
okay,
prepared.
okay. You got the floor, Rose. You got the floor.
Thank you. I'm good now. I'm done.
Oh my god, bro. What is wrong with you, bro?
What? Walt, my foreign friend, the Mr.
Walt.
Bob himself. Let's look at Walt's team.
Walter
What'd you say your,
Esteban
your name?
Reyes Sanchez.
Your team name? Malditas?
That's the only one you could think of, probably.
Bob, what? Bob, what's your team name?
Malditas Cabras is basically in Spanish saying the damn goats. basically. So yeah,
¿Qué pasa, güey?
All right, so
I'm
let's see.
Mexican, so first of all, appreciate it.
Yeah,
Figure-
fucking racist.
Wow, Aaron, really?
He's always discriminating.
Ooh.
Let's look at Walt's team. All right, so Walt, how do you feel about your draft right now? Talk to me about your team. I'm looking at it now, and it looks pretty impressive.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. So in Costa Rica we don't watch football like that. So I just did a little investigation and picked
So
out
you
of
want to
that.
pull in the Rose?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, cool. Okay, Rose, your technique is popular. You was just tapping some buttons. What you were
No,
saying.
I looked that up. I saw some YouTube videos, reading some
Okay.
stuff, and that's what I got. I hope it do good. I put $25 on it, so yeah.
I ain't
feel like
even
that.
mad. I promise I ain't mad at it. All right. So let's break your team down. Justin Herbert, solid quarterback. Barkley, he's been dealing with injuries the last few years. He has the potential to lead the league in rushing yards. And I stand behind that. Okay. I don't think his overall team is that good. So the trouble you might run into is them getting behind and they're going to stop running the ball. They're going to have to throw it because they're so far behind. But he is easily has the potential to lead the league in rushing yards. You took the rookie, Gibbs. I watched some of his highlights. I didn't do a lot of research in college, but pro day, been watching some of his seasons as far. Very explosive, very high ceiling for him. Keenan Allen was one of those guys that he dealt with some injuries last year, but he's actually ranked as one of the top. I think he was top 10 receiver.
Top 5. They're going.
Well, he was dealing with injuries. That's why I said top 10. He was one of the people I ran with last year, and literally, I think he only played like 4 or 5 weeks that I had him in the lineup. And then Chris Godwin, great receiver, but without Brady, I don't know what's going to go on there, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you might be a sleeper team. I would give yours right around a B- also.
I was thinking like B or B+ at least.
Well, the problem with his is that he has some people that's the same thing with Kimmy, injury prone. If you look at his roster, Diggs is consistent. Who else is consistent on his team?
Herbert.
Oh, correct. Herbert and Diggs. Barkley is not consistent. Beast of a player. Gibbs, we don't know. He's a rookie. Keenan Allen is a beast, but dealt with injuries. Chris Godwin has a quarterback situation. Evan Ingram's in a good situation. He has a really good quarterback.
Who's their QB over there?
Homeboy. Long hair dude.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about Buddy.
Yeah. He has
Who picked him
potential to be a
up?
top quarterback. Huh?
Who picked him up?
Which one you got Lawrence? Nobody. It's probably somebody who's already got off.
It is.
Okay.
But yeah, he has the really good quarterback down there who loves to throw the ball. He had some really outstanding games last year. I think Ingram might actually move up in the tight end rankings. Walker, not really a fan. I don't think the volume is there. Eagles has a solid defense. The way that our teams are separated, I think that you'll easily be a 500 team and make it into playoffs. But I think that some of your people are going to have some huge games. Like Diggs is going to have to be Diggs. You're going to have to get Keenan Allen back to top form. And I'm interested to see what Chris Godwin does. Who took over for Tampa Bay? Does anybody know?
Nah, I'm not sure. We can check though.
Yeah, somebody look that
What
up.
do you mean?
I would love to see who's going to be throwing to him.
I got you.
Oh, Baker Mayfield.
Oh, it is Baker?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Who do they have as number 2?
I was like, I don't even know if Baker will last the whole season. He hasn't played a whole season yet.
Yeah.
Besides with the Browns, right? And that
Even
wasn't-
then, he didn't play the whole season though.
Yeah, I said that wasn't even a full season. Yeah.
You don't
But I
know who
think
they got
that,
at number Tuesday? No? Okay.
I mean, if Baker Mayfield's their one, how much better can their number 2
This is
Fair,
true.
fair.
But sometimes
fair.
they can pick up these rookies. Some of these rookies, it could be like a Romo situation where even if he doesn't.
That was a horrible
shit.
example.
No, hear me out. Think about it. Romo came in, but he was fantasy relevant.
Yeah,
He
but
was
you
a
could have
gunslinger,
said
so
like
he's throwing a lot of yardage and a lot of touchdowns.
you could have said like
Yeah.
Nick Foles or
The
something.
Cowboys are shitty.
Nick Foles.
When Nick Foles came in, We talking specifically when people first came in and what they was producing.
You talking about in Philly? He was in Philly.
Yeah.
I think I just don't like Nick Foles. One, because he's an Eagle, and then two, the fall off that he had after the championship year.
But we're not talking about that. We're just talking about the specific.
But also,
period.
They were winning as a team. I don't know if that was so much as Foles.
Okay, is there not some bias in you saying that because you're a Cowgirls fan? It's okay to admit that.
Cowboys, but the comment I was making is that he's a gunslinger. Brett Favre, same situation. These guys are going to go and get you 300 or 400 yards and throw a lot of touchdowns, probably with a couple interceptions. But even if they lose the game, they're going out and tossing the ball around. I don't see that happening in Baker Mayfield's situation. I don't even think that he'll probably end up with the starting position by the end of the year.
I don't think he will either.
Yeah, but I grade you out at like a B minus. Yours is if you get a key injury to Diggs or Barkley.
So he plays Walt week 1, or he plays Nimi week 1. I got Walter winning.
Stop, Stein. Why are you always doing that?
Nah, I'm just saying my opinion.
No,
you feel me?
Stop.
I got Walter winning. I got Walter winning.
Team. Compare it. What is you?
So while we're on that topic, who you point guns at, Walt?
Bro, I don't got beef with nobody, but I would like to see my team playing against yours because you know your football. I don't really know shit, so it would be fun if I win. I ain't gonna lie.
You're gonna win, trust me. It's Bobby's team. Bonus, bro.
I want y'all to.
Damn, Nimi, you real spicy, yo.
For no reason though. That's what be blowing me. Pause. He be like this for no reason. I said pause. Chill out.
Immediately.
I said pause. Don't even do that, y'all. Y'all trying to make something out of nothing. I said pause.
All right, go on.
Let's get into Zay. So Zay was another person I put in the top 3.
Who's Zay?
Damn.
Mr. Simmons?
Simmons, sorry.
Oh, yeah, my fault.
Hey, y'all about to quit disrespecting my nigga, man.
Ooh,
So,
I'm not disrespecting.
Zay, you on?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not even gonna worry about somebody naming me. Continue, Bob.
Oh, wow, bro.
What is a Nimi? What I've never.
Yo, kids.
Why y'all coming for me now, bro?
Is that your butt?
Yo, chill. Chill.
Crazy.
This is a safe space, bro. This is a safe space.
I'm genuinely curious. Like, is that
Wanna hear the whole thing?
Is it a nickname?
Nah, that's Buddy's name.
Stands for Bust the Cat
This
Open.
nigga came out the womb and his parents was like, "I'm gonna name."
Yo, chill. I said you want to hear the whole thing. The whole name.
That's a whole name? That's not it?
No, the whole name's got 14 letters, bro. Ain't.
Conjure something if you say it?
What you say?
Is it a conjure something if you say it?
What do you mean conch?
Conjure?
So this nigga's illiterate and he's deaf.
Oh my god. What's your name?
Wait,
is
what
it
is-
Simmons again, bro?
What is your name,
I want to know
Nimi?
what the name is.
Yeah, come on, 14 letters.
Oluwanimi Loken.
Why y'all laugh? Hey, look. I promise when he said it, bro, I was trying so hard not to laugh, and then Zay started laughing.
That's long as
Bro,
fuck.
I hope y'all don't let this nigga Nimi fuck around and win this league. We are not finna hear the
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
yo.
calling it right now, I'm gonna win.
All I
Alright,
know,
he's
women noking.
Why you repeat it, bro?
How you get that
It's like
so well,
Tobin
bro?
and
I don't even
Hey,
think you
I
know how to
gotta
spell
work
that.
with homie.
Why you repeat it though, Kimmy?
He's finna come and talk shit to me every week when he win. And he ain't even play me. And I'm gonna have to hear the shit.
I
Hey.
just wanted to re-say it. I don't have a lot of Nigerian friends, so I wanted to know what the name was.
So we're friends now? Is that what you're saying?
What's
Huh?
your name again? What's your name again, bro?
Ooh,
See,
what?
Why y'all get quiet though? Everybody get quiet.
Hey,
Yes, I don't know.
They all wanted to hear me say it again, bro.
Oh
I
shit.
said, I'm for it.
Zay, walk us through your team, bro. Walk us through your team, Zay. How you feel about it?
All right. Let's talk about your team. What you thinking?
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
his team right next to mine too.
I like my team. You know, there are definitely better players out there, but I feel like overall it's a pretty solid team.
I give you an A+.
What?
I think
Damn.
that you actually have.
Baby.
Now here's the A+. Come on, this is fantasy relevant scoring. When you look at, so how many people on your team has the potential, as we talked about with Rose, to have breakout games where it's just like they putting up like 30-plus points.
Shit,
I'm
damn
looking
near
at
everybody.
3.
Oh, I said damn near everybody, but realistically, it's about 3. Maybe
Yeah,
even
Lamar
4.
Jackson, Tony Pollard, and Tyreek Hill.
I think Lockett could do something.
Who?
Exactly.
I think Lockett could do
I
something
didn't
too.
say he couldn't, but we're talking about people that's been put up 30-plus points in the game.
Yeah, I think Lockett got the ability to do that.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. But here's the thing. The fact that we even have 4 relevant people to even make that accusation, that says something. And then when you look at the weakest people on your team, it's people like Madison is starting now, right? Since Cook is gone?
Madison, yeah.
Alexander Madison?
Yeah.
You got Madison starting, so I mean that's going to come with yardage and touchdowns. Mark Andrews is the second best tight end in the league.
There's no competition, bro.
Yeah, second best tight end in the league, and he is the safety net for Lamar Jackson.
Exactly.
Okay? Where I think you're going to run into some trouble is when they have bye weeks. What is your bye weeks looking like?
Yeah, so that was the thing I noticed probably
You
starting
have a lot of the
around,
same people.
yeah, around
Yeah.
9 or 10. I noticed that a lot of my starters, their bye weeks are very same, so I had to, go out and get a couple people.
Because your bench is
Specifically, I
bad.
think my running backs, like Mitchell with San Fran, I know his bye week is different from both my starting running backs because their bye week is, I think, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that 7th week is going to be tough. And if I can see who I play that 7th week, then I'll know. Yeah, I got 3 of my starters who have a bye week.
Yeah, so when you have your starters, and your bench is not, like I said, your bench is vaginal heavy, bro. Like, I don't see one. You got Kirk. Gerald Everett has had some games. He's had some games, but
I mean, he's the starting tight end for a gunslinger in Justin Herbert, so that's why I went there.
And that's why I said he's had some games. I saw what you were doing. He's a solid backup for what it is in the league because there's just not a lot of tight ends to go around.
Exactly. I got Gabe Davis because every now and then, like, he'll just explode for like 3 games. It's like 150 plus yards.
Mm-hmm.
Kirk, I mean, he's throwing to the best wide receiver in the league. You got Jared Goff coming off of a good season up in Detroit.
T. Higgins, don't sleep on T. Higgins. He's that third option there. But I read with T. Higgins last year, a third option, and on that team, they throw the shit out of the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want Tyler Boyd? You give me T. Higgins. I don't mind.
I mean, no. I said that wrong. Tyler Boyd was the third option, right?
Yeah.
T was number 2.
Yeah. So T. Higgins, I'm so sorry. That's a huge mix-up. Higgins can actually go to any other team outside of like 4 and be the number 1 receiver. That's how good he is.
Honest, yeah.
But he just doesn't get the fantasy relevance because of Chase.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, I think that as I'm looking right now, I haven't looked at everybody's. I haven't even looked at mine. That's crazy. Yours is the best team that I've seen so far. You're just going to run into it to where when you have your bye week, you better hope it's not.
Hey, I got some questions, Zay. So how long you been doing fantasy drafts?
Fantasy, I mean, I first did it maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but it's not something I consistently do every year. I'll keep tabs now and then, but as far as participating in it, this is probably maybe my 2nd or 3rd time overall.
Okay, so obviously, like, watching the sport plays a big part, right? And I don't know what it would be like when we do the basketball one, but is there like what's the thought process when you selecting? Especially considering the pick that you had.
So what pick did I start with? It was like 6 or 7.
6 or 7, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, so obviously, we have the better players in the league, Pat Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, and, they're obviously going to go first, Justin Jefferson. So at that point, it's just like take the best off the board. And that's what I do with Tyreek. And then after that, it's kind of just filling out
the pieces that you need. Okay.
Yeah. Once I got my starters, it was more so just trying to figure out what bench pieces I want. Like I was saying with Gabe Davis, he's realistically wide receiver 2 for Buffalo, but he'll have games where like he outperforms. It's like crazy. you know, Alan Lazard, he's questionable, but he literally followed Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay
To New
and
York.
the last couple of games of the season, like, Buddy was going crazy. Him and Christian Watson, like, they could have been a deadly wide receiver.
I keep forgetting. I got to put that image of Rodgers with the Jets. You're right about Lazard.
Yeah, so that was my thought process behind that. But really, it was just, you know, looking at players, specifically wide receivers, tight ends, seeing who's throwing them the ball, and then, you know, just trying to make the most out of the running back scene because I kind of messed up not drafting a running back sooner. Thankfully, I was able to get Pollard.
I was telling y'all, because Elijah Mitchell, he ain't finna get the touches, bro.
He's really not behind Christian, unless like.
And they keep on. They put Debo back there a lot, also.
Yeah, so it's tough.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna be playing. You got a strong front, pause. But as far as your backups,
Don't say pause, bro.
I'm supposed to let that ride.
Just let it flow,
Wow.
bro. No one's gonna stop.
No pause on letting it ride, bro.
So I think you.
What did he say?
Best team that I've seen so far. It's well rounded. I think that where you're gonna be this guy. I'm calling this right now on camera, right? Zay's gonna be one of these dudes that go in probably with the best record into playoffs, and he's gonna end up getting a team that eased into the playoffs or eased into like the final rankings.
He's gonna lose to me.
To them because of
He's
shit
gonna
like
lose
vibes.
to me.
They gonna give me a fucking.
And this nigga's gonna spaz out.
Don't lose to this name Nimi,
like,
bro.
real talk.
Don't lose to Nimi.
Bro, promise y'all, I'm probably gonna finish the season like 13-3, 13-4 or something.
Low down,
And
brother.
first game of the playoffs, bro, it's gonna be some shit. Y'all gonna see me blowing up the chat. Bro, who is this gnat in my ear,
Don't
bro?
lose
Like,
to him either. He gonna
I
boy.
was like,
not.
yeah, don't fuck around.
I'm not.
with this.
You lose to
I'm not.
Nimi. It's raps, bro.
Bro, his name is Nimi.
Hey
That's
Nimi,
like-
are you gonna do the NBA one with us?
Yeah, definitely. The NBA one, I feel like that one's gonna be a lot better.
Keep in mind, guys, this is great practice for other fantasy leagues also. Believe it or not, I started with NBA fantasy and started doing both with football. The concepts is one, it's gonna make you more knowledgeable about the sport. Two, no matter, every team here is capable of winning. It's just about, think about it, injuries are gonna happen, trades are gonna happen, moves are gonna happen where it can change the landscape of your team. I don't like Cal's team, I'm looking at it, but sorry, that's sidetracked. You guys got to stay relevant throughout the season. Checking the free agency, getting these people. There are people that are not on anybody's team right now that are going to become relevant. There's going to be some people on people's benches that are going to become relevant. Your Geno Smiths, right? He's riding the bench right now on Roses. But he was actually top. I think he was 4th ranked in quarterback points last season. So he outbeat a lot of our household name quarterbacks. And he was new to the team. So let's keep that in mind. But
Wait,
yeah,
I got a question.
go for it.
You said that you put me in top 3, right? Who else is in that top 3 that
Right now, you and Zay.
Okay, but who's the third?
I think it's going to be me.
Okay, buddy. I knew he was gonna do this. Why did I just know he was gonna say himself?
You know, I was thinking the same
Anyways.
thing. I was thinking the same thing as even my twin and them.
Yeah.
Did that.
I think it's mine. I'm not a fan of Cal's. Joe Burrow's solid.
What's Cal's team name? What's
Doomsday?
Cal's team name?
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
Any team
Obviously,
with a name
Kamara's
like
coming
that
off
is
a
gonna be shitty.
suspension. Pacheco is a solid running back. He's a strong runner, but that's not how they're scoring touchdowns in Kansas. CD and really are solid, but that's all he has.
How long is
And then CD, look at who CD's quarterback is. It's Dakota.
how long is Alvin suspended?
I think his situation's ongoing. I read something about it earlier. I don't even know what the
So then wait, so now I'm confused. So what was the thought process behind getting a suspended running back?
What
that
did he
they're
do?
gonna come back. And
What
when
did
he
he do?
comes back, he's a
I
very
don't
solid
know.
player. Why am I not able to move this? So we'll go through mine and Aaron's.
Probably click chop shop.
Quick question
I
for y'all. I'm already scouting for other players. If anybody would like to trade any players,
Higgins, bro.
No, I'm not trading T. Higgins for
Okay.
Tyler Boyd. You're smoking
No, it's
crack.
not for Tyler Boyd.
For who?
I give you Quentin Johnson. Yeah.
The way you said it so vaguely, you know it was some bullshit.
Hey, Walt, I seen you have Stephon Diggs. I'm gonna need to holler at you, bro.
Hey,
not trading Stephon Diggs.
Walt. Listen to me,
Bro.
bro. Anything they trying to come talk to you, bro, don't go
Yeah,
for
they
it.
better.
Don't go for it, bro.
You guys
They
Walt,
wanna do me some shit, bro.
have I ever steered you wrong before?
That's how you know you
No.
scared him. Look at that.
No, but there's a first time for everything in this life.
Let him
And
know,
more
my
when
boy.
there's money on the line.
My boy.
You know
Niggas
that.
switch up. Look. Was you there? The EP where he was like, he gonna snitch on us?
Ooh.
You
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
there for that, huh?
Nigga,
It was an
you was
EP,
talking
Walt,
about
while you
butt
was...
raping a motherfucker.
Stop. There was an EP,
What did
bruh.
he say?
What? Zay basically saying, bruh, if it comes down to it, he gonna throw you under the bus and let you spend life in prison. Promise, that's what he said.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I didn't do it.
Mr. Simmons. Look at him.
Whose team we looking at next, Bob?
We're gonna look at mine. You're gonna have to pull up and talk about yours. I can't get this thing to move out of the way.
Mr. Reyes will be in touch. Matter
Alright.
of fact,
All right,
Well,
so
have you seen that new
my
Blue
team,
movie?
I got Dak
What?
at quarterback.
the new Blue Beetle
Whether you
movie,
like him
go
or
watch
not, he's still very fantasy relevant. I have to deal with interceptions, but he throws the ball. He's mobile when needed, and we score
Who we
points.
talking about?
The cowgirl quarterback.
No, stop playing. You said-
Here's where I
said
think that
mobile,
I'm
bro.
actually strong at.
Good call.
Eckler and Henry.
Mm.
That's
Wait, you
That's
got
unstoppable.
Eckler and Henry?
Eckler and Henry.
Bro, I was about
I
to
know you
get
got both.
Derek, bro. He took them before me.
Well, so here's the thing. So Henry is considered out of his prime, but he's still getting 20 to 30 carries a game. He's still getting all of the goal line carries. And who's competing with him in the backfield?
Nobody.
What is the Titans trying to do with the ball? Run.
That's all they do.
But they did pick up. Who did they pick up a receiver? They picked up. Was it Hop? Did they get Hop? Did Hopkins go there?
Hopkins in New
No.
Orleans, I thought.
Yeah.
Who just went? They just picked up some big name receiver.
Who?
Tennessee.
What's his name? Hopkins, DeAndre.
It was Hopkins. Okay, I wasn't tripping. So yeah, Hopkins.
Wait, he didn't go to New England?
No, he went here. So I mean, he's gonna probably steal a few, but I mean, Henry's still the guy. Eckler and Henry are gonna put, if they stay healthy, they're gonna put pressure on you guys all season long.
I'm not
And
gonna
then
lie,
they-
Bob.
He's gonna run through all.
With
of
your team, I was more so impressed with your bench than
My backups.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. My backups, I thought very in detailed. Michael Thomas was
I wanted
3
that
years
one.
ago-
I wanted that one.
3 years ago, top receiver. Still
Yeah.
with potential. We don't know how the quarterback situation is going to work out there. I got Aaron Rodgers, new situation, but it's Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers.
It really is. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's Aaron fucking Rodgers. All of my people get PT. Obviously, Kyler Murray can come back when he's healthy, and he can still be a top 5 fantasy quarterback.
You're
Zeke,
starting him over Dak, right?
huh?
You're starting him over Dak.
He's hurt. Kyler Murray's out right now. He's still coming back from injury. He won't be back till like week 4 or 5. Ezekiel Elliott is running behind Stevenson, but he's still, when you're looking at backup running backs, you can do a lot worse than Zeke, right? He's going to get goal line touches, and he's still relevant. Kicker, Ertz is probably my worst pick. Gibson is relevant and down. I think he's the starting running back. He might be competing for that position. And then Aaron Rodgers and Dylan are both getting PT. I got a kicker off of one of the most explosive offenses in the league. I got a solid defense. Cook is now, I think he's taking over the lead's job. Now, we just put Cook with who? What quarterback? Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh.
So, where he was discounted, keep in mind, he was the guy in Minnesota. And I sold him in a late round as my 3rd running back. So y'all listen to that. Dalvin Cook is my my worst running back on my starting lineup. Put that into context.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is, yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
then here's the other thing. I found some utility players. Debo Samuels, for you guys who actually watched the game.
I wanted him so bad.
He's gonna get running yards because he legitimately plays running back.
We literally talked about this earlier.
Literally.
That's what's really bothering me.
Yep.
You know, he's gonna get the rushing yards. Plus, he's a huge receiver threat. He's gonna get the looks outside of McCaffrey. He does now. McCaffrey hurts me. I won't lie, but McCaffrey's also gonna keep me close to the end zone. I have one of the best receivers, Brown. He plays on an explosive offense. He's going to get the looks and the touches. I don't see Marquise Brown is probably my worst starter as far as like flex people, and that's simply because Murray is hurt. What happens
The
when
Bob's
Murray
team
comes
is
back?
on crack, bro.
Yeah.
What happens when Murray comes back?
You starting him over Dak.
I'm talking about with Brown.
Oh well, he's gonna get thrown so good.
Wait,
That's what I'm saying.
who?
Yeah, Marquise Brown.
When Kyler comes back,
He's gonna be somebody that comes on later in the season for me. He's still a solid receiver, but when Murray gets back, he's a deep threat for me and top 2 in options. I don't see any weaknesses. Even my tight end, I think, is the 3rd or 4th best tight end in the league right now.
When we got to them tight ends, I was going off those ratings because
As I told you, the tight ends, you get 3.
yeah, it's not too many of them.
Afterwards, it just depends on the game.
Travis was gone
it's a
instantly.
bad drop off after those top 3.
Yeah.
Travis was gone
I rate
instantly,
mine up
but
there with Zay's. I think Zay has a more powerful starting lineup, believe it or not. But I think mine is more consistent throughout. It's more filled out.
Your bench unit, bro.
it's the bench. Yeah, the
stuff.
bench is tough.
Yeah, and then that's
But
with
the only thing with
Eckler and Henry. I don't know how that ended up happening. Eckler and Henry on the same team.
2 top 10 players, bro.
2 top 10 running backs at that. 2
Yeah,
top
that's
5
OD.
running backs.
You trying to make some
I will
trades?
I
Trade some.
will say this in regards to Bob's team. Yeah, his bench is like loaded, but he can only play so many positions. Like
okay, fair.
Aaron Rodgers. Hold on, let me take a look.
He has
Aaron Rodgers, Dak, Kyler. He can't play all 3 of them.
This is true.
So it's like
But I'm gonna have the type of team that, one, I don't have to trade with you guys. But if I do trade, I'm gonna get the benefit of the trade because it's not gonna hurt me. I have 3 legitimate starters at my key positions at quarterback, running back, and wide receiver. Meaning
so
I
just
could
be what, tight end?
Yeah, tight end is the only thing that's like stressed in. You know, nobody really counts defense and kicker. But legitimately, Dak and Murray and Aaron Rodgers can all legitimately have great seasons this season.
I would trade you
Fantasy-wise.
Mark Andrews for Devo, and
I'm not trading anybody in my starting lineup right now.
What would you take for Debo?
This nigga.
he just said
Let me repeat it. I'm not starting anybody in my starting lineup because
That doesn't
I
make
have to
sense,
worry
bro.
about
Repeat
the
that.
late rounds.
You said you ain't starting nobody in your starting lineup?
I'm
Come
not
on,
trading
man.
anybody in my starting lineup. But 2, you always know how it is. That first 3 weeks, somebody going to end up getting hurt and it's going to change the face of this whole league.
I hope
You better not say nobody on my team.
Derrick Henry, bro. That's what I'm saying.
It's Nimi. That's what I'm looking forward to playing.
Who?
at least you honest. I ain't mad at it.
I was gonna shoot at the coach. I ain't got beef for nobody. It's Nimi.
I ain't mad at
Hey,
it.
Mr. Simmons, who you want to go
Damn,
against? Huh?
Nimmy. They had your neck, Nims.
Mr. Simmons, who you want to go against with, huh?
He said he ain't got beef for nobody.
Oh, that's
we
cap.
don't. Like
Stop
you're not
lying,
as
I will
important.
beat you, bro.
You're not as important as you think you are.
I really am, though.
I think you gotta have it with. Look at Walt. Walt's so messy. Messy.
This
I
nigga,
think
this nigga
you
Y'all
gotta-
imagine Walt
With
win this
Isaiah.
shit.
I can't wait to see that Isaiah versus Isaiah.
Oh,
I
that's
promise I'm
gonna
gonna
be a
start
good one.
referring to one of y'all as number 1 and number 2.
I
All I'm
promise y'all will
saying-
not. Y'all will never hear from me again.
I'm going to go against all my haters and beat them.
Okay. All right, Aaron. Spill yours.
This nigga swears he's the main character.
What'd you say about-
Who is
Pull
talking
up
right now?
yours.
Is it Mr. Simmons still talking? All right then.
I was asking, what haters do you have? Like,
All y'all.
We all haters. Aaron, your team Aaron? That's
I'ma
your name?
change it. Relax. Damn.
No,
so
that's kind of
deep.
Bro,
self-absorbed.
that's
Oh my
easy.
god. Here we go. Niggas
That's the
just
worst
complaining
name of
about
the
the
whole-
name, bro. I'm not
See,
trying
I
to
give mine
hear
an
it,
A
bro.
plus. I'm looking at Aaron's. I give you a.
Wait. Before you say, let me guess, because I want to be honest since it's my first one.
B.
Honestly, no bullshit.
That's what I was gonna say. Was
C
a B.
plus because of the name.
I was gonna say B minus.
I was gonna say B minus.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you have all of these people. Your problem would be consistency. So to have a consistent league, a consistent roster, the people who get the most points have to be consistent.
Okay.
So your running backs and your quarterback.
Okay.
Tua turned the ball over.
It's not taken away from people like receivers.
Okay.
You can say the same thing about tight ends, specifically if it's Travis Kelce. He
Yeah.
has such an impact on the game that he literally is outscoring running backs and receivers and even quarterbacks. That's how crazy he is. But outside of him, running backs and quarterbacks have to be consistent every single week. Patrick
Okay.
Mahomes is going to be consistent. He's a high-scoring team. What the fuck you smiling for? Don't smile.
Me?
Talking to Aaron.
Oh.
Patrick Mahomes, he's so proud of this first-round pick shit.
I hope this nigga Aaron go 5-14.
Right?
Damn, why y'all be
Joe
rooting
Mixon.
against me, bro? I want for
Oh, dude.
nothing
Bro,
else
it's a
but
team
everybody
name.
in this
It's a
group
team
chat to
name.
succeed, and y'all just doing bad on me. Kimmy saying she got smoke with me. We already know what Nimmy on. Zay was hating on me earlier. What the fuck going on, bro?
Bob said he
Why,
was-
how did he get the first pick? I would love to know.
I
I'm
randomized it. I was gonna do whoever signed up first.
Nah,
which
fuck
means
that.
I would have got it, then Walt would have got number 2.
my shit would have been last on God.
Yeah. I was gonna do it that way, but I was like, no, we have some rookie drafters. Let me just randomize it. So it was pure random.
So I do have some questions for y'all since this was my first one, right? So obviously I gotta like be more in tune with the sport because then there'd be more logic behind it, right? But whenever I see the top players, well, even before I see these players disappearing, knowing that I have the first pick, what should be the best thought process in picking a team? Because obviously whenever my pick comes back around, the other top players are going to be gone. So I get what Zay was saying in terms of like filling in, but like after the top players, I'm not too aware. So at that point, what's the logic behind it?
I mean,
Go ahead.
it would just depend, really, because like you said, you don't really watch the sport, so you wouldn't know. But some of the stuff that went
research.
Yeah, some of the stuff that went into my picks was a little bit of favoritism, but also
Okay.
like knowing the
Knowing the
production
game?
of these players.
Uh-huh.
You know, so like T. Higgins,
Great pick.
who else?
Yeah, that's a sneaky pick. He's gonna get his numbers, but
It's not going to be
a
anything
household
crazy.
name.
He's not
one of
going
those.
to. Yeah.
Because you got a lot of relevant people, but here you got to think about the situation. So you got Mike Evans, easily top 10 receiver in the league.
But who's their
on-
QB? Yeah, okay.
Same thing with DeAndre Hopkins. He's on a decent team, great receiver,
Mm-hmm.
but that's all Henry. We're running the ball down there. But you still
Okay.
got 2 very great receivers. A.J. Brown is easily your best receiver there as far as points.
Mm-hmm.
I'll trade you
What,
for it.
what do you want
Joe-
for AJ Brown?
Shit.
Joe Mixon is on one of the most explosive. I would put Cincinnati in the top 3 offense, probably up there with Kansas.
Chargers,
I love
Buffalo.
Buffalo, but Dolphins and Detroit have some. They have some crazy firepower.
Can we
Mixon is up there. Go ahead.
talk about the Tui is how you say his name, Tua?
Talk
Tua
about
turn the ball over.
Right.
Yeah,
So
keep in mind, he's coming off the concussion protocol. He had the concussion issues. He's
Coming
still
off
an
of 8
athlete.
concussions.
He can be that guy. But
Yep.
when we talk about consistency, you're not going to start him over Mahomes unless Mahomes is hurt or on bye.
No, not at all. But in terms of like, let's say that does happen, right? Isn't it kind of like the same logic you were telling Rose
Yeah.
earlier, where like, who did she have? Was it Travis?
Yeah.
So is it not the same thing with Zay? Like every time Tyreek is doing good, how is Tyreek doing good? It has to be from Tua, no?
Yes, but where's
Realistically,
Tua
yes.
at on your team?
Tua's behind Pat Mahomes.
He's up behind Pat Mahomes. So even if he's doing good,
he's not in your
You're not gonna
lineup.
get them points.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that
Oh wait. So you mean to tell me the only way I can make points is from my starters?
starting lineup.
yes.
Yes.
You can
Oh,
switch them out. Yeah, you can switch them out, but starting lineup, and then also
Like what something I would recommend for you guys is like put y'all starters in now because
Mhm.
last thing you want is for it to be like midweek.
you
Uh-huh.
forget to
Oh,
change
shit.
it.
Yeah, and then now you missed out on like anywhere from 30 to 40 points just because like
I
you
didn't change
didn't
my
put
lineup.
Pat Mahomes in. You know what I'm
Also,
saying? You
Okay.
left
great
Tua
job,
in
Zay,
after a
talking
bye
about
week.
that. Also, watching for you ladies, first time watchers, even if you don't watch the games, you need to be up at 10 in the morning and looking at the game reports to see if someone
Yeah.
got hurt in practice and they're not playing. Because now you have this person in your starting lineup and they got hurt practice before and they're in your starting lineup. Once the
Yeah,
game
because
starts,
once these
you
games
cannot
start, you
change out the
cannot
person.
switch anything.
Yeah, once the
Wait,
game starts,
what do y'all mean? So like my guy
if you
plays
got Patrick
on let's say he
the game
plays
is
on
it locks in. You can't change it until the next to after the game,
Not even
Okay.
till after the game, till
like
the
the
next
day
week.
after.
Okay. So it basically gives me I have to do it like a week before basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not necessarily a week before. No, you can do it literally 60 seconds before the game starts.
Okay.
You can
Um
make changes. It locks in literally once. But keep in mind, games usually are at like 12 in the morning, 3:30, and then like at 7.
yeah.
So if you can make changes all the way up to that 7 o'clock game for that game. But if you have the early game, you
Mhm.
can't make changes. So you
Okay.
guys need to be looking at the injury reports. If you look at the rosters, on the rosters to the right of their names, they have these little icons. Okay, on your rosters, it will give you news about that player. So if someone's hurt, you can click on it. It will tell you this person's hurt. This is how long they might be out. It will tell you predictions for the game.
Questionable and shit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Questionable, I wouldn't look at too much. They usually play when it's questionable. It's IR and O, which stands
Yeah.
for out.
Okay.
Those are two you have to worry about. But looking at those icons, another thing, those icons will tell you the conditions of the game. If you have a really, really good wide receiver and they playing in New England and it's 10 degrees outside,
Mhm.
it's going to affect how many balls he catch. If it's storming
Oh, yeah.
and you're trying to
Okay.
decide which kicker you want to start, one's playing in a dome, the other one's playing outside in a thunderstorm. Who's going to have a better kicking leg regardless of who's on the better team?
The dome.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah,
okay.
you have a solid team on paper by name, but I would say that you're gonna have some weeks. You're gonna have some weeks to where you blow people out the water strictly because of the potential of your receivers. Your receivers is solid. You have a lot of big name people with big play potential, but
Mhm.
consistency. They're also going to be the most guarded in the games, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing. Because even if they are guarded, you can try to guard Travis Kelce. He's still putting up 100 plus
Numbers.
yards, right?
Yeah.
Your people are not Hopkins and Evans. I don't know if they have the quarterback to overcome some of this double coverage that they're going to be seeing.
See, and that's what I knowing the game comes into play cuz I know the receiver is good, but I didn't factor in their situation. Like I thought Mike was gonna, or not Mike. I thought D Hop was in New England, so I was like, okay, that might work out with the guy they got, but I didn't
I don't
even.
even know his name.
Who, D Hop?
The quarterback.
It's
Oh,
not.
they
It's
still
the
got
white. It's the white guy, isn't it? I don't know his name.
I think he's going into year 2 or year 3. He's solid. He's a safe play. He's not like a big fantasy player, but he moves the ball for him. I think he'll be better this year.
Yeah,
But
and
it's a
then
running team down there.
and then
But
Mike, I
now, if
didn't
he was
even.
still, if they were still out there, he was out there with Murray, it's a different situation.
Yeah, and
But like I said, you also have a team that's going to blow some people out the water some of these weeks because it's just you got playmakers all across the board.
I just gotta make sure to check my lineups.
Yeah, you might be one of those people though. Hear me out. You might need to get into the trade portal.
Yeah,
Trade one of these big name receivers for
somebody, some bench pieces.
no, a starter piece. If you're going to trade a starter, you need to get starter potential. Joe Mixon is a starter, but I mean, he's had games where he wasn't even top 15 running back, strictly because they have so many other. They got 3 top 25 receivers on their team.
Do we have a trade deadline?
Yes, I gotta look and see what it is in this league, but I think you can trade with people, and I think I have to approve it, or I think
What the
like
fuck you gotta approve it for? I can't just hit up Zay on the side and just.
LeBron finna veto.
That's
He's finna be
crazy.
like,
That's
it's
crazy,
super technical,
bro.
man.
CP3
So think about it. What would if it's not me? I think we as a league have to approve it.
Why?
So think about it. I helped Kimmy, right? What if I had her give me all of her best players, and I gave her like some bench people, and say, "Baby, we're gonna split the money."
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
y'all.
got shit to do with us.
Fuck y'all.
So let me see. Who did Kimmy get?
Nigga, your team already good. Who else you want? Shit.
I'm saying so, but that's why they do that. So what if on that team right now, if I added Christian McCaffrey and Cooper Kupp,
Oh yeah, that's OD.
and I gave up Aaron Rodgers and like a running back that's on my bench, how y'all gonna be looking then?
I'm not
Bros, you
playing.
trying to team.
Yeah.
trying to team up.
So yeah, you can trade all the way up, I think, into the day of, and
Okay.
then it processes. But if it's like a bullshit trade, I think the league we can vote to veto it, so it won't be no like bullshit going on.
And then once the season starts, deadline is done.
No, you can trade every week.
Oh, bet. Okay, cool. Also, whenever like people get hurt and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. What was
Okay.
that, Rose?
I'm sorry. I thought someone said my name. I'm tripping. Never mind.
Oh, no, you're good. You can do it all the way every week.
Okay, cool.
So any other questions from anybody or comments?
No.
I'm thinking with the format we're going to be doing, obviously we try to pod every week. We're going to do updates through the pod. Obviously we got a group message y'all can talk shit on. There's a league messenger on here that you can put messages on. I would definitely say get to know your team. Go to and look and see if they're like, especially like running backs, see if they're the guy that's getting the touches. And if they're not like even averaging after the first few weeks, 10 plus touches,
You might need
you
to
might
make
want
some
to start looking
moves.
to see exclusive free agency. Anytime there's an injury to a starter, you guys want to start looking at researching the
Backups. Okay.
at every position that's on your draft, probably outside of kicker. But like running backs and receivers, if a big name receiver or running back go out, you want to start looking to see, can I steal one of these people out of the free agency to add into my lineup and have a good week? He might only help you for a week or two, but
He'll get you through it. Yeah. Figure it out then. Okay, bet.
so that's all I got.
Bet. First off, thanks everybody for pulling up. Even the guys who left, if they end up, watching the stream or whatever. Thanks everybody for pulling up. We appreciate it so much. Shouts to Zay, Bob, for all of this. Really, this was all their idea. They took care of it. They took the lead on it. Shouts to you guys. Shit is fun. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of ready for the basketball one. Not gonna lie. Outside of that,
I'm so sorry, I forgot to say the Brett.
go ahead.
So just so we can set this up front, so it's no bullshit down the line. We're gonna do top 3 winners.
Okay.
I gotta do the numbers in my head. I'll put in the group message. Top 3 will take home bread. First place will take home the majority of it. Second place will take home, I'll at least make sure it's like 75 to a bill. And then we probably do third place, get their money back, so 25.
Okay,
So,
cool.
what do? We did 25 for 10 people, so that's $250. We'll probably go $75 to second place, 25 to third, and then $1.50 to whoever wins
So
first.
whoever got first. All right, bet.
I'm saying it now on camera, so at the end it's not any
No
BS.
debates or anything. Fair.
Yeah.
Outside of that, once again, just thanks to everybody. W production team, we appreciate y'all. It's all
Right.
love. Make sure y'all subscribe to the pod. Link will be down below. Instagram, the Chop Shop Pod _ Outside of that, is that you got anything? All right.
This shit popping.
It's the Chop Shop. Good luck, everybody, and fuck Nimi. Yep.
Oh my! I haven't even said anything.
That's
Like the
crazy.
I haven't said anything for the past I don't know,
Damn, Nims.
10 minutes.
Get in your rosters, learn how to navigate your rosters and your free agency, look at the schedules so you can see who you're playing against for the following week. You can literally critique your roster by week to beat one single person. And they'll have rankings and what place you're in, and you can follow along. If you guys have questions, obviously get into the group text message or hit me up.
All right, cool. All right, y'all.